Yeah. What's going on, man? It's your boy Hype Fan Eagle, man, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Hype Fan Eagle One. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my Twitter at Hype Eagle One. You already know, man. Shout out to all my hype fans out there, man. Go Birds, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. Listen, man, we about to get into it, man. I just want to say, listen, the merch is under construction, but it's looking good out there. It's looking good out there. So please stay tuned in for that, man. The merch is on the way. The merch is under construction. Stay tuned in for that, man. You already know, man. Let's get right into it, man. Very sloppy game offensively. I just want to say that. Last week it was defensively. This week it was offensively, man. Very sloppy game. And I'm not going to really so much put it on the whole offense. I'm going to put it on the play calling mostly. I'm going to put half of it on the offensive line. But very offense of sloppiness, man. I just want to say this, man. Whoever got smut on Jalen Hurts' name, get it out your mouth right now. This boy pulled off a fourth quarter down to the wire win. Okay? I don't want to hear, listen, whoever got smut on this man's name, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Jalen Hurts pulled off a fourth quarter down to the wire win. And when I'm saying down to the wire, I'm talking about a minute and some change left. He ran that ball in. I don't want to hear y'all comparing Jalen Hurts to Daniel Jones, because I've been hearing that. I've been getting text messages about that. I don't want to hear none of that. We still the number one team in the NFC East. We still the number one team in the NFC, period. All right? Now, today, it was a tough game. A very tough game. A very go out and get it. It was just an overall battle. It was a battle. It was a battle today, you know? Like I said, man, tomorrow or Tuesday, I will give a deep analysis on the game. I got to go through film and everything like that. But I want to say this, man, from what I'm looking at the first watch, defensively, we held it down. Early on, we let up some big runs, but the defense got it together, man. Shout out to Linval Joseph and shout out to Adama Kasu. Was a very necessary pickup. It was very good. You know what I mean? Actually, that was a very nice pickup, man. We needed them, Mel. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to the defense. I'm not really going to say Darius Slay got cooked today, but, you know, the wide receiver did get the best of him. I'm not saying that he got cooked because I actually did put that up on Twitter. So let me retract that. Let me take that back. He didn't necessarily get cooked, but the wide receiver, whoever he was there, got the best of him today. He didn't get cooked, though. So shout out to the defense, man. They held the team. They held the Indianapolis Colts to 16 points. We held it down defensively. Like I said, early on, they got a couple of runs off, but we kind of slowed it down. We kind of slowed their run game down towards the second half. You know, offensively, it was a struggle, especially the offensive line. The offensive line was definitely struggling. You know what I mean? Like, we really couldn't run the ball, and there was times it wasn't only on the offensive line. It was on the play calling too. I'm like, bruh. And then in the fourth quarter, I'm like, why would you run the ball before the 2-minute warning? And why would you have Boston Scott in the field? Like what? Miles Sanders was hurt? Why would you have Boston Scott on the field in the 2-minute drive? And then why would you run the ball before the 2-minute warning? I was like kind of questioning everything. Like, why would you even do that? So the play caller was definitely off, man. They like, yo, I don't know if it was Shane Steichen or Nick Sirianni. Like, somebody have to, they got to change it up. You cannot blame this on Jonathan Gannon. This is not Jonathan Gannon's fault. I would not put this on Jonathan Gannon. It was more so our defense. Our defensive players actually stepped up this game. It was a point in time when Matt Ryan was out there looking like the old Matt Ryan. He was getting things off. But our defense stepped up when it was necessary, man. When it was really necessary. I have to go back and actually break down the film, period, man, because I want to give like a deep analysis of what was going on. So Jalen Hurts, he walked away with one passing touchdown to Quez Watkins, one rushing touchdown in by himself towards the end of the game. AJ Brown fumbled. It seemed like AJ Brown was pretty frustrated. And listen, I'm gonna say this. I hope he wasn't frustrated at Jalen Hurts or him not getting the ball, because you did have Stephon Gilmore that was guarding you. He had you pretty much on smash. You know what I'm saying? He has you pretty much on smash. You know what I mean? So I feel like this was an overall battle. It was way closer than what I thought. But initially I thought that, it was going to be a battle. I didn't know that it was going to be this close. And I came into the game nervous because I'm like, we never had a bounce back game, being the fact that we were 8-0. And then our first loss was last week to the Redskins. So we never really had a bounce back game. And this was supposed to be our bounce back game. Now, did we play like it was a bounce back game? No, we did not play like it was a bounce back game. But we got the win. And that goes in the W column, and they got an L. And that goes in their L column. So with that being said, man, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. We got it done, man. Hopefully, and I don't want to say this. Listen, I'm really biting my tongue on saying this for real. I really don't want to say this, but if Dallas get a win, that means the Minnesota Vikings is knocked off that number 2 spot automatically. You know what I mean? And then I believe Dallas jump the New York Giants. Dallas get that second place spot in the NFC East, and Giants go back to being third because the Giants just lost to Detroit. I don't want to hear no Jalen Hurts comparisons to no Daniel Jones. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. He ain't even doing enough. He ain't even doing enough to be in Jalen Hurts' boots or cleats. He ain't even doing enough to be in Jalen Hurts' cleats. I don't want to hear no Jalen Hurts or no Daniel Jones comparison. Don't do that at all. Period. I don't want to hear this season. I don't want to hear no Jalen Hurts and no Dak Prescott comparisons. Don't do that. Do not do that. Do not compare him with no Taylor Heineke. No, none of that. Please don't. Please. I'm just begging y'all. Please. You already know, man. Shout out to all the hype fans, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about to get on up out of here, man. I'm about to watch this Cowboys game. And I don't want to root for the Cowboys, but I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to, man, because I don't want Minnesota right there. I don't feel comfortable with Minnesota being right there behind us like that. And the whole NFC. I don't feel comfortable with Minnesota being right there. I need them to lose so that they can take a step back. I'm okay with Dallas jumping New York Giants for the second place in the NFC, but I'm not okay with Minnesota being right there in the whole NFC period. I'm not okay with that. So listen, if Dallas win, cool. I'm okay with that. That means that we're running away with the division, period. But if Dallas win, that night, so pretty much it's a win-win for us. It's a win-win for us. If Dallas lose, cool. If Minnesota lose, cool. It's a win-win for us for sure. For sure. You feel what I'm saying? You already know, man. I'm about to get on up out of here and watch the rest of these games, man. Stay tuned in for another recap, you know what I mean? A full breakdown, a full analysis, man, either tomorrow or Tuesday, you know what I mean? Or, in between my break while I'm at work. Y'all know how I do, man. It's your boy, Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. Shout out to all the Hype fans. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being so supportive. And just thank y'all for rocking with your boy. You already know, man. Shout out to all, man. Shout out to the hardcore sports, man. Shout out to the whole hardcore sports, whether you doing whether you doing wrestling videos or whatever, you know what I mean, football videos, baseball videos, whatever it is. Shout out to the whole hardcore sports, man. You already know, man. It's your boy Hype Fan. Gang. Happy birthday.